Good morning, everyone. Today's email has an electronic copy of your master schedule. It also has the screencast that is going to just walk you through it briefly so that you can take a look at it and try to navigate your way through it, as it is a little bit different than what we have done in the past here at Bear Cave. So use this to kind of help you navigate it, and then you can bring with some questions to the August 14th staff meeting, where I will be going over it in greater detail. Okay. First thing I want you to notice is that it is a 2-day calendar. Okay, so we're going A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, and continue on and so forth. So every special area teacher gets to see each class every other day. Okay, so that's one of the perks of it. Specials are going to be trimmed. They're going to be trimmed down from 50 minutes last year to 30 minutes this year. Okay, so from 8:30 to 9:30, we would have the upstairs 5th grade neighborhood going to their first special. Notice that 8 and 8:30 time is still your morning meeting time, just as it was in years past. So from 8:30 to 9:30, the upstairs neighborhood will have their common prep. One group will be at Phi-Ed, another at music, another at art, and then the last one called literacy enhancement. Mrs. Keim and a paraprofessional from the grade level will be in the media center with the 5th grade students, and they will be working on different literacy components, whether it be sustained silent reading, apps on the iPads that promote literacy, whether it be read aloud or the library checkout time. Mrs. Keim and a paraprofessional will be upstairs working with that during that scheduled time. So therefore, you won't have to schedule a library time during the rest of your school day. It'll be built into the schedule. Okay, so 5-1 starts at PE, 5-6 starts at music, 5-5 starts at art, 5-4 starts at literacy enhancement, and then at 9 o'clock they would switch, they would transition. So music and Phi-Ed always switch. So if your class is in Phi-Ed, they are now going to music. If your class is in music, they are then switching to Phi-Ed. Okay? Again, teachers do not transition those kids. Ryan and Amanda will transition those students across the hall. And the paraprofessional working in literacy enhancement will help transition the students at 5-4 that were in literacy down to art. She will pick up kids that were at art and transition them back up to literacy. Okay, so teachers get that 60 minutes of common prep time during that time. The 5th grade upstairs neighborhood, first 8:30 to 9:30. Next, we have the 4th grade neighborhood. Okay, we have a 4th grade neighborhood from 9:30 to 10:30, same type of thing. Phi-Ed, music, art, and then you switch. So if your class is at Phi-Ed, they go to music. If your class is at music, they go to Phi-Ed. If they were at art, they go to literacy enhancement. Since literacy enhancement wouldn't have a class, they go for a section, they have their break here, and then art would have their prep here. Okay, keep going down the row. On A day, you get back to your other 5th grade neighborhood, the downstairs neighborhood. So from 10:30 to 11:30, they would have their prep. Okay, then you'd have your specials lunch. 12 to 1 o'clock, you'd have the 4th grade having their specials. Okay, so they'd be going to their spots. Then from 1 to 2, you'd have 3rd grade with theirs. And from 2 to 3, you'd have the other 3rd grade class getting that. Okay, notice the L has become a T in this area, and that is because Mrs. Tuseth will be helping to do some technology integration during this time. So on the days that she's there, she will be doing her tech. She'll be here 3 days a week doing technology integration, working on keyboarding, perhaps integrating some of the apps and teaching some of the beginners of the apps that we will be using here at Bear Cave. And so she'll work with those kids during that scheduled time. So 3rd grade will not have to schedule an outside time with Mrs. Tuseth. It'll be built into the schedule. The 2 days that Mrs. Tuseth is not here, then that will be those students' library checkout time, okay, built into the schedule again, okay, that'll be built in, all right. One thing that changes a little bit is it's going to be a quick transition from your last special, that downstairs 3rd grade neighborhood. I put them in here intentionally so that they had the least amount of distance to travel. So they'll get from their special back to their neighborhoods to get ready to go. It's a quick turnaround from that 3 o'clock to 3:10. Because we've transitioned Mrs. Keim into a different role, supervising that literacy enhancement time with the help of a para, it does mean that we needed to get a little bit creative with our detention and our guided study hall. Okay, so on A days, the Main Street neighborhood will supervise, and on B day, the Broadway neighborhoods will supervise for their grade level. So if there's third grade guided study hall and detention, and it's an A day, it'll be in the Main Street neighborhoods. If it's a B day, it'll be in the upstairs. Same thing for fourth grade and for fifth grade. Okay, so during your recess time, you are responsible for hosting that guided study hall and that detention supervision. All right. Again, transitions. It is essential that our classroom teachers are prompt to specials. If your special starts at 1 o'clock, you cannot get your class there at 1:05. You must get there at 1 o'clock in order to make sure that the class gets a full 30 minutes of their prep. Okay, same thing comes with literacy enhancement. Mrs. Keim and the parents will be aware and get those kids ready to transition them down so they're waiting outside the art room so that when Mrs. Wynn is ready, her art kids will leave and the next group is there and ready to go. Okay, MTSS and Win time, third grade, you'll be from 11 to 11:30, fourth grade from 1 to 1:30, and fifth grade from 12:30 to 1. Lunch and recess changed a little bit this year. In order to make it work with the schedule, it had to switch, so the order is a little different. So from 11 to 11:30, fourth grade will go out to their recess. And then at 11:30, they'll transition and go to lunch. Okay, lunch is a half hour this year just to give a little extra time, so it's on the half hours. Then fifth grade at 11:30, they're going to their recess. So 11:30 to 12, they're out at recess. And then from 12 to 12:30, they're eating lunch. Okay. Notice at 12 o'clock, third grade is going out to recess and then coming back in for their lunch. Okay. So we have those times there set. That is what we have. If we go back, we take a look. We've got B day here. All right. Same type of thing. So over here, 5-1 had Phi Ed and they had music. Well, on a B day, then they will have their art and their literacy enhancement. Okay, so every other day. So if you had Phi Ed and music on Monday or on A day, you'll have your art and your literacy on B day, and vice versa. If you have art and literacy on the A day, then on B day, you'll have your Phi Ed and your music. Okay, that's how the schedule will go, A, B, A, B. Again, I will go through this in greater detail at our first staff meeting, but I wanted to give you guys a heads up about what it looked like. If you have any questions or concerns, please send me an email or give me a call. Have a great day.